Coming up, 4 streamers from Taiwan play our untranslated game.
Also, how I went from astrophysics to in-game Acme physics.
And finally, how my career as a criminal mastermind paid off.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Mal. Together we are Out of Tune Games.
We're here as part of the London Games Festival's official selection to show off our game, Crooks Like Us.
Let's steal the show. Crooks Like Us is a fun multiplayer online game along the lines of your typical brawler.
The goal of the game is simple. You outsteal the other players. You run into buildings, into temples, even into underwater caverns, and you lift everything you can and bring it back to your van. The hook is that nothing is safe. You can grab rocks if you really want. They're not worth very much, or you can go for the gold statue in the back, which is worth the big bucks. Of course, if you're trying to steal something and someone else is trying to steal something, a scrum happens and you soon start fighting over the same items until everybody's furiously scrapping over the last golden statue.
We've also added in some extra features to make the gameplay a bit more layered. One of the layers involves a worm-style attack where you can attack players from anywhere in the level. No! Dropping anvils and rockets on them.
You're about to see a quick 1-minute video of Crooks Like Us in action with all the chaotic stealing and crook bashing you can handle.
So here you see 8 players running around the level trying to get items stacked and back to the van to get points. You notice that the weight of the object does matter there. The player was carrying a car as well as various rocks and stuff. And again, here we see other players knocking over the player by running into them or by throwing stuff from their own stack at the other player.
Here you see some of the gadgets, missiles coming from the sky, anvils dropping, night vision, spinning doors that knock players over. You've got direct control over them. This is one of the different game modes. We have to steal a Crooks logo. This is the fabled golden statue within the vault. Boom!
So we have a number of different levels as well. Oh, we're over.
One of the players in this level clearly has the Terminator guard gadget. This is quite a high level gadget that's unlocked very late into the game, whereby you can actually place guards in the level which will hunt out the other players.
So you see here where the player, everything goes quite dark because we have the power cut gadget used. The player that uses the power cut gadget, they actually get like an infrared or an infragreen, sort of a night light view, so they can see everything really well. So at the start, you've got access to maybe 5 or 6 gadgets, and you can choose a loadout of 3 of them. And here you see the loadout where you can pick various different items. So there's earthquakes, banana skins, punch walls,
manhole covers.
As you gain more experience and more XP, you'll be able to unlock more of those items. So that's the way of us encouraging people to come back and to continue to play. So here we see 4 friends, 4 separate streamers playing the game. So this is a great example of where we have 4 individual streamers playing Crooks Like Us. And we decided to cut all 4 screens into one screen so you can see what's happening. It looks like a split screen or a quad screen setup, but it's not. It's 4 separate players playing. These guys are from Switzerland, and they were testing various indie titles, and they saw Crooks Like Us at an earlier stage before early access, and they decided to give it a go, and they really had a lot of fun. And you can see at the start they're sort of there. Someone's carrying the car. They're all trying to get their various scores above the other players. But
somebody worked out they can dash through the front doors as well. Oh, somebody's got the guard. They've knocked the guard out and they picked him up. Big points for them. They're gonna do well.
They see the player in the top corner. They've really went and got a huge stack there, but they have to be very careful bringing it back, and they're going to hope that no one attacks them.
No,
they made it.
They sort of got it. The vultures picked the bones of their stack. No honor among thieves, man.
There is not. Right, so here we see the green player now in the top corner again. He's going to try this strategy again. Oh, he's got a smaller stack. Oh, now the blue player in the bottom corner, I think he's going to try and get a big stack now. No, he's not.
Crooks Like Us actually started as a cooperative puzzle game, and some of the puzzle elements remained once it made the transition into more of a multiplayer brawler. What you'll see in the following video is how some of these puzzle elements add a little bit more depth to the brawler-like gameplay. So here we can see
Sorry, I'll let you. I thought you weren't going. Go on ahead.
So here you can see a super simple puzzle. There's a big red button. It's got a 3 on it. If you stand on it with 1 item, nothing will happen. If you stand on it with 3 or more items, as this player is about to do, the big pillar drops and you get access to the safe on top. Here we have a laser door. How do you get past it? You knock out one of the guards, pick him up, and suddenly, hey, presto, the door opens and you get access to the safe. The safe's a bit sneaky. On its own, it's only worth $50. Doesn't seem very much, but if you throw it a few times, it smashes open and reveals the goodies within. We decided we would try and add as many features to increase the possibilities for unpredictable gameplay as we could. One of these was adding Twitch gameplay, which lets viewers on Twitch streams type in missile and drop a missile on players, type in earthquake, shake a level, make everybody drop their stacks. Of course, we had to put some restrictions in that, only letting streamers use earthquakes once a round and things like that there, so it didn't get too out of hand. But what it meant is that suddenly a streamer can interact directly with their viewers, and the viewers can grief the life out of the streamer. They can choose to help them if they want to, but nobody does.
No!
There was a particular player in France.
Way! No! Esquive!
You could see him carrying a stack, and then someone drops an anvil on him. And he must have censored the video himself before he put it out, because you can hear the beep, 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 beep. Another person laughing away in the background. So in the video you're about to see, we have a streamer from Taiwan playing our game. So an interesting aspect here is we haven't translated the game yet into different languages. It's all in English, but we did try to make the game as easy to pick up as possible. And elements like stacking, we'll try to make it as intuitive as possible so that people would easily be able to master those elements without having a lengthy introduction or lengthy text to translate.
It's always been fun for us watching streams of people that aren't speaking languages that we understand, because we don't know initially if they're actually enjoying the game or not until they start to laugh and they start to yell at each other, and then we know, yeah, they're fine, they're having fun, it's all good. He's in the pool.
So we have a hub area, which is the area with the swimming pool, where rather than if someone's hosting the game, rather than having everyone wait on the list and just see other players' names, we decided to let them run around and create chaos. So any points they get here doesn't carry forward into the game itself. But it means they can have a lot of fun. A lot of the items, especially the Crooks Like Us logo, obviously are worth a lot of money. And it means then they can try out a lot of gadgets and try out a lot of them. You can actually, we've had players going in there and put ice everywhere. So effectively the whole sandbox waiting area becomes an ice rink. Again, you saw a bit of the customization there as well, where players can, especially if they've unlocked features later on, they can make their characters look quite unique.
One of the interesting things about the temple level is that the vases are quite valuable, but if you drop them, they tend to smash, and then they're not worth anything anymore. I think one of the players there is very pleased that they can grab the giant bronze statues. There are no weight limits on what you can lift in this game.
So one of the gadgets that you can launch yourself across the level as well. So he just ejected himself from the van to get to a different area fast. So that's one of the gadgets where you're not hurting anyone else, but you're actually, it's for an advantage for you to do that.
Oh my god!
And the players there slipped in a banana skin. We kept all the gadgets as Acme cartoon as we possibly could. There's a player here playing quite cleverly as well. They've blocked off the access. Monkey walked through the blocker.
So as I mentioned earlier, once we hear the shouting and screaming and people having fun and laughing, we know that's one of the key things we wanted out of Crooks, is to have that real fun aspect, that chaotic, your
absurdity,
help or hinder. Yeah.
As usual, Mal and I have been out of gin, and now we're out of time. We hope you've enjoyed the footage you've seen of Crooks Like Us.
If you've enjoyed what you've seen and want to play the game, you can currently download it on Steam. It's also coming to all 3 major consoles as well as mobile.
Thank you for watching, and thanks to the London Games Festival. See ya. Bye.